Hello everybody, it's Josie here. So quick disclaimer, this was not actually the video that I was going to post today. So I've just kind of filmed this video this morning on the fly. But the reason I've decided to post this one instead is I was just on Instagram and I saw a post that Jessie from Botas and Books put up, and Jessie is one of my favorite booktubers, and they've just announced that they're going to do a 48-hour Blackathon readathon from June the 10th to coincide with Pride with Queer Month. So queer black literature, you know, read what you can, read as much as you want, and I think that that's a really amazing idea, and it's something that I want to support. So obviously June being Pride Month, loads of queer content going up. I'm going to film, well, I was going to film my wrap-up. I'm still going to film that for the Queer Lit Readathon, and that will be up soon. You know, I want to celebrate queer literature, but I think what Jessie is doing in also incorporating a Blackathon into that is wonderful, and just in any way I can, I want to support that. So I was looking at what books can I read, and I've actually chosen to reread. So I have two books here and I want to get through both of them in the 48 hours, and I'm choosing to reread two books that I've already read. Firstly because they're amazing stories and they're wonderful books, but also because I think these are books that can really teach and educate as well. So the first book that I've got here is Zami, A New Spelling of My Name by Audrey Lorde. I adore this book. It's one of my favorite biographies, and actually I had started rereading this a couple of weeks ago, so it's great timing. Audrey Lorde is a writer, a poet, an activist. She is phenomenal. Her story is one that must be told, must be heard, about a black queer woman growing up in the 1930s in Harlem in America. I just think this book is phenomenal. Hugely recommend it, and I think it is one that is relevant and poignant to read at the moment. So that is my and also Audrey Lorde's poetry is amazing. If you haven't read any of that, do that. So I'll be reading the book, but then I'll also be consuming some of that other media, and I think poetry is going to be one, and definitely Audrey Lorde's poetry I'm going to be reading as well. So that's my first pick. And then the second one is this one over here. It is The Gilda Stories by Joelle Gomez. This was really groundbreaking when this was first published. Again, this is one of my all-time favorite books. This and Interview with the Vampire, my two favorite vampire novels of all time. And it basically tells the story of Gilda, and it follows her through her life. So Gilda is a black lesbian vampire. It's not a genre that you see very much, unfortunately, in literature. But this book just kind of caused a sensation. I think it was first published in the 90s. And I adored it. It's a beautiful story. It is heartbreaking. It is gorgeous. It is gentle. It is not, you know, stabby, action-packed kind of vampire stories. It is about, you could say it's about the human experience, but where the character's a vampire, and it is just beautiful, and it follows Gilda all the way through her life. So I think the 1850s, yeah, the 1850s in Louisiana. It kind of goes all the way through to 2050. So it's just so incredibly well written and so beautiful, and I absolutely freaking love this book, and I want to jump right back into it. So I thought this was a good opportunity. So those are my books. If you're taking part, let me know what you're reading. If you've got any recommendations for great you know, POC, queer lit, please let me know. And yeah, and have a wonderful week. Like I said, if you're taking part, enjoy the readathon. And thank you to Jessie. They are amazing. Their channel is amazing. And thank you for hosting this. And also, I do want to say, if you're obviously looking for any POC literature to read, please subscribe and watch Own Voices reviewers and booktubers for obviously both black content, any POC content, any diversity content, queer content. You know, please support Own Voices creators as well. So anyway, so those are my picks. Have a fabulous week. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, let me know any recs and what you're reading. And yeah, I will speak to you all again very soon. Bye-bye.